The Republic of Texas. The Republic of Texas was a brief republic, yet an eventful chapter in North American history. Established on March 2, 1836, after declaring independence from Mexico, it existed for nearly a decade before joining the United States. During its short tenure, the Republic faced numerous challenges, including invasions by the Mexican Army, hostilities with Comanches and other Indian groups, and economic turmoil. Despite these hurdles, the Republic of Texas made significant strides in establishing its identity and governance. It adopted a constitution, set up a postal system, and even minted its own currency. The capital moved several times, reflecting the turbulent times, but eventually settled in Austin. In 1845, the Republic agreed to join the United States, and on December 29, 1845, Texas became the 28th state. The Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, founded in 1299 by Osman Ghazi, was like the ultimate historical binge-watcher, spanning over 6 centuries and 3 continents. At its zenith, it controlled vast regions of southeastern Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. This empire contains about 32 countries like Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Albania, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Montenegro. Let me know the rest in the comment section. The empire's golden age flourished under Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, boasting impressive military conquests and cultural achievements. However, by the 19th century, the empire earned the nickname the Sick Man of Europe due to its gradual decline. The final curtain fell after World War I, leading to its dissolution in 1922 and the birth of modern Turkey. Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia, translating to Land of the South Slavs, was a nation in Southeast and Central Europe that existed from 1918 to 1992. It emerged after World War I as the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovens, uniting various South Slavic peoples under one flag. In 1929, it rebranded itself as the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. During World War II, Yugoslavia faced occupation and internal strife, but was reunified under Josip Broz Tito's leadership. Post-war, it became the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, comprising 6 republics: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Slovenia. Tito's unique brand of socialism allowed for small businesses and greater freedoms compared to other communist states, making Yugoslavia the most free of the communist states. After Tito's death in 1980, economic challenges and rising nationalism led to tensions among the republics. By the early 1990s, these tensions culminated in the country's dissolution, with each republic declaring independence. The Khmer Republic. In 1970, Cambodia's history took a dramatic turn when General Lon Nol, with the help of his allies, overthrew Prince Norodom Sihanouk in a military coup while Sihanouk was abroad. The new government declared itself the Khmer Republic, ending the Kingdom of Cambodia and proclaiming a fight against communism. Sounds bold, right? Well, things didn't go as planned. This republic lasted from 1970 to 1975, aligned itself with the United States and South Vietnam to oppose North Vietnamese forces that had been using Cambodian territory as part of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Lon Nol believed that cutting ties with North Vietnam and cracking down on communism would stabilize the country, but it didn't. Instead, the move infuriated the local communists, known as the Khmer Rouge, and sparked a civil war. The Khmer Rouge, under Pol Pot, rallied against the corrupt and unstable government of Lon Nol, painting the Khmer Republic as a puppet of foreign powers. In April 1975, Phnom Penh fell to the Khmer Rouge, and the Khmer Republic's brief and chaotic reign came to a definitive and tragic end. The fall marked the beginning of one of history's darkest periods, as Pol Pot's regime unleashed the horrors of the Cambodian genocide. Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia started in 1918 from the ashes of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, was like that unexpected duo you never saw coming. Think of it as the historical equivalent of a surprise band collaboration. Uniting the Czechs and Slovaks, it crafted a democratic state that stood out in a region often leaning towards authoritarianism. During the interwar years, under leaders like Tomáš Masaryk, Czechoslovakia promoted progressive social and economic policies, fostering a literate and engaged populace. However, the harmony faced challenges. In 1938, The Munich Agreement led to the transfer of border areas to Nazi Germany, and by 1939, the country was fully occupied. Post-World War II, Czechoslovakia found itself within the Soviet sphere, leading to the 1968 Prague Spring, a reform movement crushed by Warsaw Pact troops. The Velvet Revolution of 1989 peacefully ended communist rule, ushering in a new era of democracy. Yet, like a band with creative differences, internal tensions grew. By 1993, the amicable Velvet Divorce split the nation into the Czech Republic and Slovakia, each embarking on its own solo career. The Republic of New Granada. The Republic of New Granada, from 1831 to 1858, emerged from the dissolution of Gran Colombia, encompassing present-day Colombia and Panama. Its capital was Santa Fe de Bogotá. The Republic's history was marked by internal strife. In 1839, a dispute over the dissolution of monasteries by Congress escalated into the War of the Supremes, highlighting tensions between centralist and federalist factions. In 1851, President José Hilario López's liberal reforms, including the abolition of slavery and the expulsion of Jesuits, sparked a civil war led by conservative groups from Cauca and Antioquia. By 1858, the Republic transitioned into the Granadine Confederation, adopting a federal constitution. However, internal conflicts persisted, leading to another civil war in 1860. General Tomás Cipriano de Mosquera captured Bogotá in 1861, renaming the country and introducing a new constitution. East Germany. East Germany, officially the German Democratic Republic (GDR), emerged in 1949 from the Soviet-occupied zone of post-World War II Germany. While democratic was in its name, the GDR was anything but. It was a one-party socialist state under the Socialist Unity Party (SED). Imagine a place where the government was so controlling that even your jokes could land you in hot water. Yes, in East Germany, humor was a risky business. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, became the iconic symbol of the Cold War, physically and ideologically dividing East and West Berlin. The GDR's economy was centrally planned, leading to shortages and inefficiencies. A classic example was the Trabant, the nation's signature car, which was so underpowered and unreliable that it became the butt of many jokes. Despite the oppressive regime, East Germans found ways to express dissent, often through humor. The GDR's strict control over its citizens couldn't suppress the desire for freedom. In 1989, amid widespread protests and a yearning for change, the Berlin Wall fell, leading to German reunification in 1990. East Germany's 41-year experiment with socialism ended, but its legacy lives on. The Confederate States of Central America. In 1823, the Federal Republic of Central America, also known as the United Provinces of Central America, was established, comprising present-day Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. This union aimed to emulate the United States federal model, envisioning a harmonious collaboration between its member states. However, the Republic's journey was anything but smooth. Political rifts emerged, primarily between liberals who championed free trade and secular governance and conservatives who favored protectionism and strong church influence. These ideological clashes led to internal conflicts, notably the Civil War from 1827 to 1829. Liberal leader Francisco Morazán emerged victorious and assumed the presidency in 1830, but his tenure couldn't mend the deepening divisions. By 1838, the federation began to crumble as Nicaragua declared independence, followed by other states. By 1841, the once aspiring union had fully disintegrated, with each state charting its own path. The Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, from 1867 to 1918, was a dual monarchy that combined the Austrian Empire and the Kingdom of Hungary under a single monarch, Emperor Franz Joseph I. This union was established through the Compromise of 1867, aiming to balance the interests of the Austrian and Hungarian populations. Geographically, the empire was a patchwork quilt of diverse cultures, languages, and religions, including Germans, Hungarians, Czechs, Slovaks, Romanians, Serbs, Croats, and Italians. This diversity often led to internal tensions and a complex political landscape. Economically, Austria-Hungary was a significant industrial power, boasting the fourth-largest machine-building industry globally. However, its economic policies were often criticized for favoring the Austrian half of the empire, leading to economic disparities between the regions. Militarily, the empire was a central player in World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 by a Serbian nationalist set off a chain reaction, leading Austria-Hungary to declare war on Serbia. This event is often cited as the spark that ignited the Great War. Despite its initial military successes, the empire faced numerous challenges during the war, including internal dissent, economic hardship, and the rise of nationalist movements within its diverse populations. These factors contributed to the empire's collapse in 1918, leading to the creation of several new nation-states in Central and Eastern Europe. Prussia. Prussia, once a formidable European power, had a history as complex as assembling IKEA furniture without instructions. Originating in 1525 from the secularization of the Teutonic Order's Prussian territories, it began as the Duchy of Prussia. By 1701, it had upgraded to the Kingdom of Prussia, with Berlin as its capital. Under the Hohenzollern dynasty, Prussia expanded through strategic wars and alliances, notably during the Silesian Wars and the partitions of Poland. By the 19th century, it had become a leading European power, unifying Germany in 1871 under Prussian leadership. However, Prussia's militaristic reputation eventually led to its downfall. After World War I, the Treaty of Versailles in 1919 dismantled the German Empire, and Prussia was officially abolished in 1947. In essence, Prussia's rise and fall mirror the trajectory of a high school overachiever who passes every test only to flunk out in the end. Gran Colombia. The Gran Colombia was a short-lived republic in northern South America, encompassing territories of present-day Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Panama. Established by Simón Bolívar after the region's independence from Spain, it aimed to unite these nations into a single federation. However, political differences and regional tensions led to its dissolution in 1831. The republic was organized into three departments: Venezuela, Cundinamarca, modern-day Colombia and Panama, and Quito, now Ecuador. Despite Bolívar's vision, the federation faced challenges in governance and unity. The centrist policies favored by Bolívar clashed with the federalist aspirations of regional leaders, leading to internal conflicts. In 1830, the republic fractured into separate nations. Venezuela, Ecuador, and the remaining territories formed the Republic of New Granada, which later became Colombia. This fragmentation marked the end of Bolívar's dream of a united Latin America. Rhodesia. Rhodesia, a landlocked country in southern Africa, existed from 1965 to 1979. It was named after British colonialist Cecil Rhodes, who, despite his significant contributions to the region, is also remembered for his controversial legacy. In 1965, the white minority government of southern Rhodesia declared independence unilaterally, leading to the formation of Rhodesia. This move was largely driven by the desire to maintain white minority rule, as the white population comprised just 7% of the country. The country faced international isolation due to its refusal to grant equal rights to the black majority. Economic sanctions were imposed, and the government resorted to clandestine operations to sustain its economy. In 1979, facing mounting pressure and internal conflict, the government agreed to a settlement that led to the country's transition to majority rule. This culminated in the establishment of Zimbabwe in 1980, marking the end of Rhodesia's existence. The Kingdom of Hawaii. The Kingdom of Hawaii was a sovereign nation founded by King Kamehameha I after uniting the Hawaiian Islands. Kamehameha's military genius and alliances brought together a fragmented archipelago, setting the stage for a thriving kingdom. During its peak, Hawaii's economy flourished, partly thanks to the sandalwood trade, which drew foreign merchants and boosted the island's prosperity. Western missionaries brought Christianity and education, reshaping the culture, while foreign sailors flocked to the islands for whaling. Yet, by the mid-1800s, the sugar industry began to dominate, and foreign influence grew, especially from American businessmen. In 1893, a group of these businessmen, backed by the U.S. military, overthrew the monarchy, leading to the creation of the Republic of Hawaii. 5 years later, the U.S. annexed Hawaii. Siam. Siam, established in 1238 by Sri Indraditya, the Sukhothai kingdom, marked the dawn of Thai civilization. This era is often dubbed the Golden Age of Thai culture, with King Ramkhamhaeng from 1279 to 1298 credited with creating the Thai script, a linguistic gift that keeps on giving. In 1350, the Ayutthaya kingdom rose to prominence, outshining Sukhothai and becoming a regional powerhouse. Ayutthaya's strategic location along the Chao Phraya River made it a bustling hub for trade and culture. The kingdom's resilience was evident when it withstood Burmese invasions in the 16th and 18th centuries, only to be sacked by the Burmese in 1767. Following Ayutthaya's fall, King Taksin established the Thonburi Kingdom in 1768, uniting the region and laying the groundwork for the modern Thai state. In 1782, King Rama I founded the Ratanakosin Kingdom, with Bangkok as its capital, a city that would become a vibrant metropolis. In 1939, the country officially changed its name from Siam to Thailand, meaning Land of the Free. The Soviet Union, USSR. The Soviet Union, established in 1922, was a big socialist state that spanned from the Baltic to the Pacific, encompassing 15 republics, including Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan. Under Joseph Stalin's leadership, the USSR underwent rapid industrialization and forced collectivization, transforming it into a global superpower. However, this period was also marked by the Great Purge, during which millions were executed or sent to labor camps. During World War II, the Soviet Union played a pivotal role in the defeat of Nazi Germany, enduring immense human and material losses. Post-war, it emerged as a superpower, engaging in the Cold War with the United States, leading to the space race and the Cuban Missile Crisis. In the 1980s, Mikhail Gorbachev introduced reforms like openness and restructuring to address economic stagnation and political repression. These policies inadvertently accelerated the USSR's dissolution, culminating in its collapse in 1991. The Kingdom of Sikkim. The Kingdom of Sikkim is located in the eastern Himalayas, was a Buddhist monarchy that existed from 1642 to 1975. Founded by Phuntsog Namgyal, a Tibetan prince, Sikkim was ruled by the Namgyal dynasty. The monarchs, known as Chogyals, were both spiritual and temporal leaders, embodying the fusion of governance and religion. Throughout its history, Sikkim faced invasions from neighboring Bhutan and Nepal. In the 18th century, the Bhutanese invaded with the help of the Chogyal's half-sister, who had been denied the throne. The Bhutanese were driven away by the Tibetan people, who restored the throne to the Chogyal 10 years later. In 1975, after a referendum, Sikkim became the 22nd state of India, ending its monarchy. The last Chogyal, Palden Thondup Namgyal, was deposed, and the region transitioned into a democratic state. The Zulu Kingdom. The Zulu Kingdom, also known as the Zulu Empire, was a powerful monarchy in southern Africa from 1816 to 1897. Founded by King Shaka Zulu, it expanded through military prowess and strategic alliances, covering approximately 80,000 square miles by 1822. Under Shaka's leadership, the kingdom expanded rapidly, absorbing neighboring clans and establishing dominance in the region. However, his reign was marked by internal strife and external conflict, a period of forced migrations and wars that reshaped southern Africa. After Shaka's assassination in 1828, his half-brother Dingain took over, followed by Mpande in 1840. The kingdom faced challenges from European colonial powers, leading to the Anglo-Zulu War in 1879. Despite initial victories, the Zulu were eventually defeated and the kingdom was incorporated into the British colony of Natal. The Zulu Kingdom is now part of South Africa. The Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire, 800 to 1806, was a complex and decentralized collection of territories in Europe, mostly in modern-day Germany, Austria, and Italy. It started in 800 when Charlemagne was crowned emperor by the Pope. Despite being called an empire, it was really a loose confederation of states, each with its own ruler. About 12 countries or regions were part of the Holy Roman Empire at some point, like Germany, Austria, Italy, Czech Republic, Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands. In total, at different times, the Holy Roman Empire included parts of about 12 modern countries. Despite the empire's grand title, it was never a fully unified state, with much of its power lying with local rulers rather than the emperor. Note that the Roman Empire is quite different from the Holy Roman Empire.